So there's an intersection right by my apartment that has a light that doesn't like to change. It likes to stay green and let like the main road go forever. And then every now and then, maybe like every 10 minutes sometimes, it'll turn and let like the other street go. If it's not 10 minutes, it feels like 10 minutes. Okay. And this is also the intersection I have to cross to come to this park that is close to my house that I like to walk in. So I, on many occasions, have been standing there just waiting for this light to change. There's no cars coming. And when I first moved in the apartment, I didn't really want to jaywalk. So I would wait for the light to change. As I got smarter and, I got more like irritated with this light, I'll just go. If there's no cars coming, or I think I can kind of cross two of the lanes and get in the middle island and then wait for some cars to pass and then fully cross the street, I'll do that. But one of the things I started to notice was that every time the light would be like red, it'd been red forever, I would just say, screw it, I'm gonna go. Every time I stepped off the curb and walked about 3-4 steps, the light would change. And at first I just thought it was a fluke. I was like, that was pretty cool. And then I noticed, honestly, it has to be like 90% of the time, the light will not change. As soon as I step off the curve, it changes. It's almost like there's a sensor for someone waiting for the light to change that instead of it being up on the curve is actually like in the street. Because I lie to you not, 90% of the time, I step off the curve and the light changes. And that actually happened to me this morning, and it got me thinking, I feel like life is like this. I feel like in life, sometimes we have to step off the curve. I feel like a lot of times in life, we have things we say we want to do, we've talked about doing, we've daydreamed or fantasized about doing, but we've never done them. And I firmly believe that in order for us to have the life we want and to fulfill our dreams, achieve our goals, we have to do our part, and the universe, the source, God, does his part. I think there are already plans set in motion for us to be able to achieve the dreams and live the life we want. We just haven't done our part yet. And I think sometimes in life, we have to step off the curb or take a step. Stepping off the curb in life is doing something, taking some type of step, doing something that signals to the light, that signals to the source, signals to the universe, signals to God, okay, I'm ready to go. Just like me stepping off that curb and going into the road, somehow signaled, oh, someone's here, let's change the light so this person can walk. I think it's the same in life. A lot of times we've been saying for 5-10 years, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. We haven't taken any action. We haven't taken any steps. We haven't signaled to the forces that are going to help us achieve this goal that we're ready. Sometimes you gotta step off the curb. Sometimes you gotta take a step, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It just needs to be something different, something that is working towards, obviously shows you're working towards that goal, that can hit the sensor. And you will be surprised how soon after, like coincidences start happening, or how something miraculous happens that pushes us further along. We like to think as humans, we're logical, we're reasoning. We like to think, oh, I have to have everything figured out, or I'm not even going to start. No. You don't have to have nothing figured out. Just think of, hey, what is something I could do that might push me further along on this goal? It could be reading a book. It could be taking a course. It could, you know what I mean? Like, it could be starting to dress better. Whatever your goal is, whatever your goal is, think of something that is like, hey, if I do this, because I've never done it before, it might signal that I've stepped off the curve, that I'm ready to actually do this. And then you'll be surprised how these outside forces that have been sitting there waiting will now start working in your favor. So that's my message for today, ladies and gentlemen. Step off the curb. Start going towards these goals. There's no reason to put it off. There's no reason to keep daydreaming about it another 7 years. Step off the curve and let the universe, let the source, let God start helping you out. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later.